This is Voice of Korea.
You're listening to VOK Voice of Korea News Now.
The respected comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, received a reply message from Xi Jinping, General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China, on the 22nd. The message said, "Some time ago, the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea and General Secretary Kim Jong-un sent congratulatory messages full of passion as regards the convocation of the 20th Congress of the Communist Party of China and my re-election as General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China. This shows that General Secretary Kim Jong-un and the Party's Central Committee of Korea attach great importance to the development of the China-DPRK relations with the friendly feelings toward me and the Chinese party and people. I express my heartfelt thanks to General Secretary Kim Jong-un and the Party's Central Committee of Korea and send sincere greetings to the Korean party and people on behalf of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China and in my own name. I attach great importance to the China-DPRK relations. In recent years, I have met you several times to have an important common understanding of some issues and led the China-DPRK relations to write a chapter of new history, thus promoting the course of political solution of the peninsular issue and powerfully defending the common interests of the two peoples, the socialist cause of the two countries, and peace and stability of the region, and furthermore, those of the world. Now the world, the times, and the history are changed in an unprecedented way. In the new situation, I'm willing to make a new and positive contribution in order to strengthen the work of designing and leading the China-DPRK relations, wonderfully defend, consolidate, and develop those relations to provide the two peoples with more wonderful welfare and promote the development of the socialist cause of the two countries and accelerate peace, stability, development, and prosperity of the region, and furthermore, those of the world together with you. I wish you fresh and greater success in the course of socialist construction of Korea by leading the Korean party and people," the message noted. The respected comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, President of the State Affairs of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of the DPRK, received a reply message from Bashar al-Assad, President of the Syrian Arab Republic, on the 22nd. The message expressed thanks to Kim Jong-un for his congratulations on the occasion of the 52nd anniversary of the corrective movement in Syria. It also expressed thanks to him for sending support and solidarity to the struggle of the Syrian people for defending the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country against all sorts of terrorism. The message noted that Syria and the DPRK will, in the future too, keep striving together to further strengthen and develop the bilateral friendly relations and the mutual cooperation in different fields in the common interests of the people. A national scientific presentation and symposium in the field of library took place at the Grand People's Study House between the 22nd and the 24th under the sponsorship of the Korean Library Association and the Central Committee of the General Federation of Science and Technology of Korea. It was aimed at building firm database and improving the operating system and method at the libraries and e-libraries. Present there were teachers, researchers, and postgraduate students of over 50 units, including Kim Il-sung University, Kim Chaek University of Technology, Kim Hyung-sik University of Education, and the State Academy of Sciences. More than 130 valuable research papers, which will be conducive to making all people well-versed in science and technology, were submitted to the scientific presentation held under the theme of Library Service Combining Bibliographic and Electronic Data. During the period, there were lectures on the trend of development of libraries and profound discussions on a plan of constituting the integrated library system. An autumn aesthetic seminar in the field of urban management 2022 was held at the People's Palace of Culture on the 23rd and the 24th. The seminar, held under the theme of "Afforestation is a highly formative art," was aimed at having a deep understanding of the principled issues which should be consistently held fast to in the afforestation, and bringing about a fundamental improvement in the work for their realization on the occasion of the 60th anniversary of the publication of the great leader Kim Il-sung's famous work on improving city management, and the 30th anniversary of the publication of the great leader Kim Jong-il's famous work. Let us further improve city management in conformity with the requirements of the developing situation. Present there were Minister of Urban Management Im Kyung-jae, Minister of State Construction Control Lee Hyuk-kwon, and officials, scientists, technicians, and teachers of units concerned, including the fields of urban management, design, industrial art, and education in Pyongyang and the provinces. Screened at the seminar was a video program on some objects, including the Potong Riverside Park, built into a model and standard of afforestation under the wise leadership of the Workers' Party of Korea, as well as technical materials on landscape gardening. Then there were speeches. Practical measures are taken to perfect the irrigation system in the agricultural field. South Hwanghae Province is materializing the work to change a lot of fields into paddy fields by reinforcing the irrigation facilities. North Pyongan Province is promoting the work to rehabilitate and complete the irrigation structures in time. Cities and counties in North Hamgyong Province are accelerating the small reservoir and structure projects to make an effective use of water resources and promoting the repair, maintenance, and installation of pumping and power equipment according to a well-thought-out plan. South Hamgyong Province and Nampur City are speeding up the readjustment and reinforcement of the irrigation facilities.
And that's the end of the news.
True meaning of patriotism. Of the songs touching the heartstrings of the Korean people is the song Masters of This Land Say, created in Juche 90 or 2001. All people in this country love the song as it reflects their pride of living in the people-centered socialist system of Korean style and fills their hearts with a resolve to firmly defend socialism. There was an occasion which further emphasized the patriotism reflected by the song. One day in June, Juche 101 or 2012, the respected Comrade Kim Jong-un told officials to rearrange and reperform songs which had been created before and said, "The song Masters of This Land Say is good. It sings of why the service personnel of the People's Army, workers, farmers, and scientists defend their socialism. As its lyrics say, patriotism is not a superficial concept. Patriotism is an idea of valuing and loving every tree, every blade of grass, and every gravel stone in this country. Patriotism should never be a mere slogan." His instructions implanted the true meaning of patriotism in the hearts of the people. Now the Korean people are vigorously advancing toward the victory of socialism, singing the song Masters of This Land Say as a song of genuine national defense. Rich harvest. The Ryugyong Mushroom Farm on the outskirts of the capital Pyongyang is one of the units bringing about the good results in the mushroom production. The farm is producing a lot of mushrooms every month by consistently putting efforts into science and technology. It uses heat-resistant plastic bottles as substrate containers, which are said to be recyclable and very effective for automating and streamlining the production on a high level. The technicians of the farm worked out a realistic technical development plan to provide various nutrients and substitute the substrate needed for the production of good fungi and mushroom cultivation, and stubbornly implemented it, achieving many successes. One of them is the scientific fixation of rational mixing rate to reuse waste substrate and its introduction into the production. Such scientific achievements lead to the increased mushroom production. The farm produces tens of tons of mushrooms every month and sends them to many units in Pyongyang, including the baby home, orphanage, primary and middle schools for orphans, old people's home, and district greens wholesale stores. The rich harvest at the Ryugyong Mushroom Farm is a due fruition of the sincere efforts of the employees who turned out to change theirs into a farm giving substantial benefit to the citizens.
Scenarist of historical cartoon Ko Zu-mong. The historical cartoon Ko Zu-mong is popular among the Korean people. Ko Zu-mong is the founder king of Goguryeo, the first feudal state in the history of the Korean nation, which shone as a powerful country in the east for nearly 1,000 years from 277 BC. The scenarist of the cartoon is Kim Chun-won, head of the literary production unit of the Korea April 26 animation studio. He had been working at the Korean script writing company. Some years ago, he was assigned to the animation studio to create the historical cartoon Ko Zu-mong. It was not so easy for him to write the script for serial historical cartoon. What troubled him most was the lack of historical materials. Historical cartoon should broadly and profoundly reflect all realms such as the social climate of the times, human relations, and good manners and customs. But he knew little of the original features of the given society, personalities of the characters, forms of address, and so on. Kim Chun-won worked hard in close contact with authoritative historians to correctly and truthfully represent the figures, facts, and incidents in the period of Goguryeo, the historical background of the cartoon. His efforts and creative talents brought a good fruition, writer Kim Song-il says.
그래서 만화 영화는 연극이나 예술 영화는 다른 자기의 특성으로부터 창작가들이 그 시공간적인
As cartoon has characteristics different from those of drama and feature film, the creators make an active use of imagination and exaggeration without being influenced by restrictions such as time and space. Kim Chun-won has such wits and skills. 40 parts of the historical cartoon Ko Zu-mong have been created, winning great admiration of all the Korean people. The viewers are eagerly waiting for the next part to be produced. Kim Chun-won says,
앞으로도 우리 인민들이 기다리고 우리 어린이들이 좋아하는 훌륭한 만화
I will make strenuous efforts to create a greater number of excellent cartoons waited for by the people and liked by the children. Kim Chun-won is now devoting all his enthusiasm to the creation of new cartoons of historical and different other themes.
Some time ago, we came to know by email TP Ansiri of Thailand, who is listening to Voice of Korea on a regular basis. He requested us to play the song If Our Mother Party Wishes, performed by the Morambong Band. We accept his request with pleasure. The song will soon be posted in the column Your Requests Are Welcome on the website of Voice of Korea. We hope that TP Ansiri would have a good time while enjoying it. Some time ago, Dermot Hardison of Britain sent us a special article, People's Korea is a Superior Socialist Civilization, by email. In the article, he recalled with deep emotion the past days when he visited the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and expressed his view of socialism. Reading his article, we came to know well how he thinks of our country. Availing ourselves of this opportunity, we extend warm greetings of friendship to Dermot Hardison, who is always giving active support and encouragement to the Korean people, vigorously advancing along the road of socialism.
Dear listeners, with this we conclude the English language service of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.